Hold up.
10 Bali, Indonesia. Shangri-La, Elysium, Arcadia, Utopia, and Bali are all synonymous with heaven. The only difference between them is that you can actually visit Bali. Many travelers have never been to this Indonesian island. Yet, the word Bali conjures daydreams of the most fantastical landscape, towering volcanoes wrapped in a deep green canopy, sandy shores that fade into turquoise waters and curving coastlines crowned with staggered pagodas. And believe it or not, Bali rarely disappoints. Sanibel Island, Florida. This secluded Fort Myers offshoot is considered even more low-key, quiet and quaint than its Gulf Coast neighbor, and that's saying a lot. Casual is the order of the day on Sanibel Island. A shabby chic vibe permeates the Periwinkle Way galleries, restaurants, and shops. Seashells cover every sandy and linoleum surface. In fact, the abundant seashells have become this island's, and its smaller sister, Captivas, claim to fame. You'll find plenty of beachcombers practicing the Sanibel stew, what locals call shelling, on any lengthy stretch of sand. Plan on joining them for at least one afternoon of your stay, that is, if the mood strikes you. The residents of laid-back Sanibel wouldn't have it any other way. Fiji, Oceania. With its turquoise waters, glittering sands, and luxe resorts, Fiji is similar to many other tropical getaways. Likewise, the set of 333 islands caters to lovebirds of all kinds, and we do mean all kinds. 2011's Bachelorette, Ashley even spent some time here with a few eligible beaux. Plus, adventure seekers, like surfers and divers, appreciate the archipelago's decent waves and coral reefs. But Fiji differs from other sultry destinations in its otherworldliness.
Turks and Caicos, Atlantic Ocean. Turks and Caicos has the perfect antidote for your hectic lifestyle. Nearly abandoned, blinding white sand fringed by shimmering azure water, colorful coral reefs, crispy calm fritters, and a sleepy, light-heated atmosphere. Even as recent years have generated more tourist activity, more chain restaurants, and more commercially driven experiences, Turks and Caicos still holds tight to its reputation as an exclusive and secluded getaway. And regular vacationers to these skinny strips of white sand will tell you that they wouldn't have it any other way.
Anguilla, West Indies. Compared to some Caribbean islands masquerading as tourist traps, you'll find something a little more authentic on Anguilla. There's an embargo on cruise ships, casinos, and high-rise hotels, but a surplus of clear, coral-filled waters, unmarked and unpaved roads, and low-key beachfront villas. Pampering is also at a premium, from the grandiose resorts to the sophisticated alfresco dining. With little to do but relax, the days here are long. But once the sun does go down, you'll be treated to one of the best live music scenes in the Western Hemisphere. Seychelles, Madagascar. You may have caught sight of the scenery here before. The seemingly endless white beaches, giant boulders, and swaying palms are the stuff of postcards, television commercials, and desktop backgrounds. And while you're lounging along these famous shorelines, it's likely that the only other life forms you'll encounter will be the island's colorful birds and humongous tortoises. Many tourists called Anslazio is a tropical paradise. The green water at the beach is decorated by beautiful granite stones. The water is clear like crystal, and it is safe for swimming and snorkeling for sure. Not like other beaches around the world, Anslazio doesn't has coral reefs. Maldives, Sri Lanka. Maldives is another great destination and a heaven for many tourists around the world. Maldives is a very romantic island that has been popular for long time ago. No wonder why many tourists and even many celebrities choose this place to be their place to spend their holiday. And the only thing to make you want to leave is the breathtaking coral reef and underwater creatures that demand a scuba session for a proper introduction. This is the Maldives. Kauai, Hawaii. Honey-dipped sunsets, chocolate sand beaches, aquamarine skies. Kauai has mastered seduction. But the oldest island in the Hawaiian chain doesn't have to resort to over-the-top luxury or tourist traps to entice. Instead, it appeals to a no-muss, no-fuss type of traveler. You prefer rural to resplendent? Kauai is your island. There are only 2 major highways, and some regions can only be explored on foot. Resorts are no taller than a coconut tree, literally. To Bora Bora, Pacific Ocean. The small island of Bora Bora, just 6 miles long and more than 2 miles wide, overflows with beauty. Dormant volcanoes rise up at its center and fan out into lush jungle before spilling into an aquamarine lagoon. In fact, author James Michener, who wrote Tales of the South Pacific, called Bora Bora the most beautiful island in the world. The 18th century British explorer James Cook even coined it as the Pearl of the Pacific. The very definition of a tropical getaway, blissful Bora Bora abounds with luxurious resorts, sunny skies, warm waters and friendly locals. Cayman Islands, south of Cuba. The Cayman Islands are an archipelago of 3 islands, lying 90 miles south of Cuba. The largest, Grand Cayman, is full of gargantuan resorts with all-inclusive options, perfect for those who prefer pre-planned itineraries and don't mind sharing the sights with cruise crowds. For freewheeling vacationers, the less traveled Cayman Brac and Little Cayman offer some of the best diving in the Caribbean.